some electronic security then.
Okay.
Love of you. So yeah, let's say alarms then. So bells only.
I think they're great if you like upsetting your neighbours.
Okay.
What you'll find is it's exactly the same as with an audible car alarm, is that people tend to be, they don't hear them.
Yeah.
They just don't react to them. Occasionally someone might come and knock on your door and say, what's going on? But I know mine certainly went off for some considerable time, and someone only came to tell me they were very annoyed it was making a noise.
Yeah.
So I would say if you have got a bells only system, then fine, it is a standby position, but maybe look at something else to, protect your property.
Yeah.
There are so many products on the market these days with the video doorbells and the little standalone Wi-Fi cameras that can be used really easily within the home. They're not intrusive, they're not expensive, and they work off your normal Wi-Fi systems, and they do provide really good coverage at the front and the back of your home if it's something that you're interested in. Other than that, you're talking about a monitored or a managed alarm system, which obviously is far more expensive.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of things that I'd be looking at, and I certainly have those on my home, and I really do rate them in some respects. It's just those eyes on your property when you're not around.
Well, that's it. And these devices, they are all about you knowing what's happening at your property when you're not there, and nobody's going to react faster. If you're on the beach in Barbados, nobody's going to react faster to your no one's going to react faster to your alarm going off than you. And when you've got these devices that you can nowadays anywhere with Wi-Fi connection, you can see what's going on, you get notifications, to be able to react in real time, call the police and say there's somebody in my house right now.
Exactly.
Particularly if you've got cameras, you can give a description. I mean, there are statistics, aren't there? It's the statistics for catching a burglar when you've got them on camera and you're reporting it live as it's happening is far greater, isn't it, than
I mean, I think as well for me it's also the opportunity to in some way reduce the fear of crime as well.
Yeah.
Because if you can manage the alerts on your mobile phone, and that is important that you can manage those and they're not going to scare you to death.
Yeah.
If you can manage those, then you're keeping an eye on things, and if something does happen, you have at least the opportunity, as far as I'm concerned, I have the opportunity to stay in bed, lock and bolt the door, and get help. So it does put you in a little bit of control. Whereas the bells only, it's like, the noise is going on, everybody's rushing around, what do I do now? Turn the noise off, turn the alarm off, what's going on? Any system obviously needs to be compatible with obviously your Wi-Fi, and also with any exterior lighting that you might have. Just make sure that it does take effective pictures in the hours of darkness, because that's probably when you're going to need them the most. And also that it has the ability to store those images. So that if the local police force wants some evidence, you've at least got those images and can provide that evidence.
And my understanding is as well, if you've got images, whether it be on an internal or external camera, you need to be looking at a minimum 1080p.
I would say so, definitely. You need the clarity, because what they would be looking for would be the identification standards. So they need to be able to identify someone from those pictures. And we've all seen those clips on TV, haven't we, of the blurry little blobs running around. Well, that's really no good. Blurry blobs are not identified, obviously.
Another tip I was given one time was internal cameras being directed at something, so that if you do capture something, you might be able to perhaps gauge the height of somebody. So if you've got like I don't know, maybe a mirror or a picture on a wall where you can sort of gauge someone's height from an image, that kind of thing as well.
It can be useful. But I mean, usually if you've taken some images of that particular area empty, and then that person enters, you can get that idea, can't you? Somebody coming through the door, or someone passing a hedge, or you'd be able to gauge how tall they were, or whether they were wearing a big hat or tall shoes or something.
Great.